Woo woo woo. Hey y'all, thanks for joining us in another week. It's Ramel.
And it's Leslie. And y'all, we are Rangers fans for life, y'all. I am
Yay!
so proud of our
I
Texas
know.
Rangers.
How exciting. We I'm telling you, DFW sports needed that W for
For
sure.
sure.
For
Yeah.
sure. That's so exciting. The damn World Series. Well, I'll be gosh darned.
I'll be gosh darned. Way to go, Texas Rangers.
If we didn't, I swear, if we haven't seen some shit, us millennials, we done seen some shit now.
That's true. That is true. We have seen some stuff.
But I think it's funny because I feel like everyone has seen stuff at this point. So I'm just like, y'all, all the
They're like,
everybody, the
yeah,
boomers,
millennials, we were here for the pandemic too.
right? Like, and then the boomers are like, really, bitches,
Like we've
like,
seen multiple wars. Yeah.
right? They seem like, depending where you are, they seem like terrible, like segregation stuff, like
Right.
like the 50s and 60s, like. That's crazy.
Civil liberties, like,
Right. And then like they saw Obama, so I'm sure their brains are really messed up. So sorry, boomers. We give you guys a hard time, but I guess y'all
no,
have been through a lot too.
it's okay.
But anyway, that veered off from the Texas Rangers.
Right.
I don't know how we got there.
I did hear something cool about the Rangers that
Ooh,
they
yeah.
had
No.
the number 11 was one of their path numbers to winning. And they won in
Mm,
the 11th inning, the game that went in over extra innings, 11th inning at 11-11. They've won 11-7, 11-4. They won the series at 11-1. They won on the road at 11-0, and the last chance they were at the
mm.
World Series was 2011.
Well, that's crazy. That's
Right?
awesome. Well, good job. Go
And then there's
Texas
going to be a
Rangers.
parade in Arlington on Friday. That'll be crunk. I'm not
That's
going to
nice.
go, but
I'm not yeah, no, I've never been to any of the I don't know. I've never been like, well, because for one, it's usually during like a Wednesday morning. And you're like, well, what the hell, guys?
right? I got stuff to do, guys.
Right. So, but no, that's exciting. Yay, go Texas Rangers. The last
Yeah.
time the city of Dallas or the Metroplex, if you will, we had championship was in 2011. That was with the Mavs.
Yeah.
So, yay. So that was like what, 13 years, 12? I can't calculate. Help
I
me.
can't
12
math.
years ago?
It's 12 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
We needed it.
yay. We needed it.
It was very exciting to watch. I ran outside
Yeah.
as soon as the game was over to hear like Dallas go wild. And I heard
Nice.
like a woo, and then that was about it.
Right. That's awesome. Fun
Everyone was
times.
like, it's late.
Yes. We'll celebrate at the parade.
Yes.
We'll
Catch y'all
celebrate
on
in the
Friday.
morning. I need to go get on the bandwagon and I'm gonna get me a shirt or something. I got LJ a shirt and Jesse got him a shirt, but now I'm like, well, me and Lovey need some shirts now, damn it.
Yeah.
So
I have a Rangers hat and a Rangers shirt.
I have a
So
shirt, but it's old. So I need to get a new. No, I do have a new shirt, but I still need a new shirt.
I need a
I'm
new
like,
one
wait,
too. Let's
just
go
need,
get
yeah,
new
like
ones.
right. We need a shirt that says World Series
I saw a clip of
champion.
Dick's Sporting Goods, just a
Hmm.
madhouse with all these World Series shirts.
Yeah, we got to go get some, girl.
Let's do it.
Yay! I love new sport for Christmas. I usually ask for nice sports like a Dallas. Like I'll be like, I want a Dirk jersey or I want a football something, and it's such a good Christmas present because like you always want to spend like I want the nice stuff, not the stuff that you can get like at Walmart, but like
Right.
the stuff from like to ask for that for Christmas, and then you get like a nice new sweatshirt. You're like, yeah,
It has
motherfucker.
like a
Like I don't
Nike
know,
logo on it or
yeah,
like the Reebok
that's
logo, and
like
you're like,
that makes you
yeah.
feel like so fresh and so clean. Like you're like, I got this
Hmm.
new Dallas Cowboy, the one that they were wearing on the sidelines. What? I know you seen this shit.
I do love me a new OU hoodie. Give me an
Yes,
Oklahoma hoodie. I am a happy girl.
exactly. Because them things be like $100 sometimes. They be
Hmm.
expensive. So But when
The
you get
other
it, you be
day,
like,
I was wearing my OU hoodie from like when I was at University of Oklahoma, and I was at the park, and there was some rugby girls. They were playing, practicing, and
oh,
one of the
really?
girls was like, "That's a cool sweatshirt you have," and I was like,
Hmm.
"Oh yeah, you like it?" Because I could tell that she wasn't just eyeing me up about my sweatshirt. She was like, "This bitch is built like she can play some rugby."
She was trying to recruit you,
She
girl,
was, and why
to
did I
play
flex a
rugby.
little bit? And I was like, kind of made
You're like, yeah,
my legs a little bit. I had on shorts and a hoodie, so I was like, "Oh yeah, you see these powerhouses right here? You like that?"
yeah, yeah. I'm sure she was. Yeah, them legs are strong. So yeah,
I do have
you're
some
right.
strong old legs. But then
Yes.
it was really cool because they were like, "We do play rugby, and we're gonna play in our prom dresses this weekend." And so I went and watched them, and it was delightful. I loved it.
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool. I don't think I love to be like active and play sports and stuff, but rugby and like football, I do does not sound fun. I don't want to get accidentally hurt. I
I
don't.
could have
That's why I've
probably
never
done it
been.
20 years ago, but I got,
But now, man,
mm-mm.
yeah,
Even
I've
10 years
never. Yeah.
ago. I'm a little too
Mm-mm.
accident prone for that right now.
Yeah, yeah, you do be having, but
I
mm,
break stuff.
yeah, I don't want to be. I just don't want to get hurt, like in my
Yeah, I don't want to get
face.
hurt.
I don't
I
want
don't
to
mind
like none of that.
bruises, but
Yeah,
I
so
don't
I'm a
mind
little
bruises.
thing.
I don't mind bumps, but like I've torn my ACL. I've torn my calf
That's
muscle.
right. Yeah.
Like,
Mm-mm.
mm-mm.
No, girl. I'm just like, let's just be active. Let's go for let's
Maybe on the
like
sidelines.
let's do some turbo fire, guys. Like that's what I want to do. Let's just dance.
Let's dance. Let's
You guys are
just
trying to
sweat. It'll be
yes, you
fun.
guys are trying to freaking do too much hitting people. We're not
Right?
doing.
Tackle
Yes.
you.
Okay.
It is fun to watch
Girl.
though.
Yes. Okay. We are on some tangents, but
So bad.
so okay, yeah, coming off the high of the Rangers win, that's so sad though about Matthew Perry. That's so
I
terrible.
know. And
I
as more
can't believe,
stuff is coming out, it seems more and more sad. Like, he did have addiction issues, but
yeah,
everything that's coming out is saying that that's not what this was. That it's, everyone, his assistant did a interview basically saying like he was in great spirits. He was in an
right.
awesome frame of mind. He was working on autobiography that he wanted to like turn into a movie and wanted Zac Efron to play him again. And I was like,
Wow, because
yeah,
Zac Efron does play the hell out of Matthew Perry. Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
he's got a role for life now.
Yes,
Anything. Maybe
right.
they could bring in him for like Friends or something.
Or something. Yeah, he's amazing. Whenever I saw that you again, whatever that 20, the one that he played with, is it Leslie Mann, the blonde chick?
Going on 17 or something.
Yes, is that Leslie Mann?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah. Um, yes, he was amazing in that. But yeah, I think, but it wasn't it just like, I mean, because he did abuse him at one point. I think it just sometimes that is on your body is not reversible. So I think the strain and the stress had already
Maybe, yeah.
done done a toll on his body,
Well,
and then
he
he
was
was
a
in
real
a
big
hot tub, right?
advocate. Yeah, he was in his jacuzzi. I
Yeah,
thought it was like
sometimes that's
inside,
yeah.
like Aaron Carter, because Aaron Carter, he died inside his home, but like he was in a bath jacuzzi and he
Hmm.
drowned too. But there was dusting stuff all around. He had prescription pills and stuff. Like he was definitely abusing
Right,
drugs at that
right.
time. But
No, I think, but sometimes the heat can like, because you can even, I've
mm,
seen you feel faint sometimes, like woo, or like whenever you go to the Spa King or whatever, and those places have the jacuzzi. A lot of times they won't let you have more than 3 drinks because that's
right.
just a dangerous mix.
I don't even know if he was drinking, girl. They said he was
No, no,
sober.
no. I'm just saying like he wasn't drinking. I'm
Oh,
just
just
saying
in
like
general.
that's how like careful you have
It
to
can
be
get
when you
you.
get, yeah, whenever you're
Yeah, you
in
can't be in
waters
there when
that
you're
temperature.
pregnant or nothing.
Exactly. So it's just, I think it was just an unfortunate series of events. And that's so, but yeah, that he was, but God bless. I'm glad that he died in a bit, that's at least he died in a good place. That's better than like,
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want him to have lost his life in his addiction
yeah,
because of
no.
his addiction. But it's also almost sadder that he overcame it and then, Because he
And
was
then
only like 50 something.
yeah, very young.
Mm, so,
But I try to keep in mind that when people die, and especially in this case, like we think it's sad because we're being selfish, but really, is it sad? Is it sad?
right. You're going to the
Like,
kingdom.
yes, I hope that he's probably like y'all. So I try to keep that in mind. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's sad for us, but
Yeah. But
God
yeah.
bless him.
Oh, Matthew Perry.
Yes,
What a
R.I.P.
gem. He's
Right.
so
And
cute.
then I had heard that he was the only friend that got to go into the writer's room for Friends.
Oh,
Because he was pretty like clever and witty. He's, of the friends, you probably say he was the most naturally just clever one.
funny.
And that
Yeah.
makes funny. And that makes a lot of sense that he was allowed to go into the writer's room.
He was. I did like Chandler's humor on
Right.
Friends.
I think for
Like,
sure for that was like, yeah, I wasn't like a big huge Friends person, but of course I live in America, so I've seen an episode or two. Like
right. I
but
am a millennial.
right. But yeah, his humor and stuff was probably the one that I liked the most or would make me laugh out loud the most.
Yeah. Well, remember when they're stuck in the cab and they're trying to fight and Chandler's like, "Hey everybody, look at what I'm doing." And he's trying to dance because everybody's fighting and he's trying to distract everyone. And then Phoebe's like, "Everybody, look at what you're making Chandler do." And he's got like a cigarette coming out of his mouth and he's dancing. Uh Classic Chandler.
Fun
I
stuff.
actually have a
So,
friend named Chandler from Friends.
from
Like
Friends.
I met him at the coffee shop. He's my friend Chandler, and he was like, "Yeah, I got my name from Chandler Bing on Friends." And I was like,
Oh,
"Wait, what?" Like
I
his
didn't understand what
mother.
you were saying. I was like, Leslie, you were not on the set of Friends. I was like,
How do you know?
you were like from Friends, and I was like, bitch, you
From
were not.
Friends.
Yes. I was like, girl, you was not in that cast.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay, I got you
No,
now.
she's the mother is just young enough to have seen Friends and
Oh,
it to have made an
wow.
impression on her and for her to name her son that. And then I have befriended that son
I see.
named Chandler from the hit television show Friends.
Thank you. Got it. But
It's just
yes,
funny.
R.I.P. Matthew Perry for sure. That's yeah.
Yeah. Um, hope everyone I just hope that when all the information comes out that he's redeemed himself because I know a lot of people are suspecting addiction stuff. I hope it
Oh,
comes
yeah,
out that
yeah.
he was doing as good as everyone says.
Yes, I think I'm going to choose to believe it. That's what I'm going to believe.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
Well,
Oh,
on a different, a much happier note,
which
maybe depends on which side of the aisle you're on, I guess. Ramel was telling me about all Keith Lee over on
oh
TikTok.
my God, I have been so fascinated by this. I think because I've worked in restaurants and customer service for a lot of my life, for the most of my life. And like that's one of the things I'm good at customer service. Like you are going to
Word.
be like, I'm not going to get a complaint. You're not going to be upset with me. Watch me charm the shit out of you. I will do
Oh
it.
yeah.
And it is this game
And
and
if
I will
something goes
always win.
wrong, oh, that is my time to shine, baby.
Oh yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if something goes wrong, everyone's leaving happy. Don't you worry. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit of a critic of like when I go out to eat and stuff or go places. Like in my head, I'm never mean ever, but like sometimes I'm like, well, that was rude.
Right?
Like at McDonald's the other day, like the lady was handing my card back, and we were in the drive-through, and we dropped the card. Like I wasn't blaming her or anything, but it just would have been nice if she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," because I had to get out of the car in the drive-through and not open the door to, it was like a pain in the butt.
Right.
Like if it was a penny or something, like let it be. But the card, I'm like, damn it. But she just looked at me like, "Get your card, bitch," and I was like,
Uh-uh.
okay. Like yeah, she didn't say like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," like. And I was just like, all right, like I didn't think it was your fault, but just a nice little like sympathy,
But
like,
dang it. Whoops,
damn.
sorry. Yeah,
Like, oh no, like that sucks. But just stuff like that. And so like I have heard the Atlanta restaurant culture is terrible, right?
I
Like,
have heard Atlanta restaurants
yes,
are
like they be
wild.
having like rule, and sometimes, but you know what? Jesse and I always say the same thing around here. Like sometimes the customer service, like they be like, and you be like, "I'm sorry for disturbing you," because they be like, "Oh, what are you doing in here, sir?" And you're like, "I'm trying to give you money," but like sometimes in like smaller towns, just the way, like just your tone of voice, and like even like Atlanta, like it's just, I don't know. I guess they don't have competition and they have a bunch of rules, or I don't know what
I
the
don't
purpose of
understand the rules
them.
and stuff, but it does
Yes,
seem to be a lot of rules in Atlanta around like takeout and like waiting times and I don't
yes.
like are these like who makes these rules?
Who's making
I
the
don't
and like
understand.
a lot of the restaurants, like I noticed that he was saying like um they close at like 4 and 5, and I'm like, why are restaurants closing at 4 and 5? Are like, are they taking a break until? But no, because usually you would open back up at 4 or 5. Like I don't
Right, you
understand
would break
why.
from like 2 to 4 or
Yes.
3 to 5.
And so, just without knowing, I don't understand why you would close a restaurant at 4 or 5 unless it's like a lunch restaurant in downtown area or something. But I don't
Right.
know. Okay, but like we have not given any background on
No, we
Keith Lee.
haven't.
Sorry.
So Keith Lee, I didn't know anything about him, and Ramel told me to look him up. And Keith Lee is like he basically is just a dude that goes to
Hmm.
restaurants and reviews them. Like he doesn't ask for special treatment. He's not like, he
I
doesn't
am a critic.
yeah, he just
He's
is
not
trying
like
to
the
try your
critic
food.
on Ratatouille. What was that old the food critic though? He wasn't like that
Oh
dude.
yeah. No.
Mm-mm. No,
Mm-mm.
not at all. Very inconspicuous.
But he can make or break your restaurant, right?
Yeah, because of his popularity, because everyone loves Keith Lee. Like everybody loves Keith Lee.
He's kind of just a dude. Like there's nothing in
Yeah.
like I mean there's nothing wrong with him, but like
No.
he's not like Guy Fieri out here like or
No.
he's
No.
not
He's literally just a guy that like
he's
just was
like
like, let
chill
me.
and
Yeah. Right. And he's like, and but yeah, he can make or break you. Like if he thinks your restaurant is amazing, or like your food truck or small, like he can freaking change your life. Like you will blow up after
but then
you.
also I don't know if it was in Atlanta or somewhere else. Maybe it was in Houston. Gosh, I can't remember where it was at. But they were like he started fried chicken wars in our town and we were the benefits of that, war.
Right.
Because if everybody's trying to make the best fried chicken, and you are going to be the one to taste it, there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all
Right.
make fried
Exactly.
chicken wars. Eat all the
Yes.
chicken.
For sure. So it just makes restaurants, because it's hard work to be to own a restaurant. You have to be very consistent all the time, but like it's just is what it is. And there's so much competition these days. There's a restaurant every damn where everywhere. So you
Right.
gotta like be firing all fronts. So Keith Lee came to Atlanta, right, ready to like bless some people and like let's like come on, let's review some food. But like he went to two restaurants because he always does takein, right? Or takeout, I mean, because he didn't want to. Because if you see it's Keith Lee, obviously you're like, oh my god, because
And you
most
get better
people,
treatment.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But he like either sends his mom or like his wife in there or like his sister-in-law, or they'll do call in so that like no one knows it's them, and it's just like I'm gonna see you where you are, like just a normal person. And so sometimes like girl, people was like, no, we don't do take-ins. Like the restaurant culture is crazy. Like a lot of them don't do like DoorDash and takeout orders. They just don't. They're just like no.
I
And
mean, I can understand that
yeah,
because you
but we're
don't have
also
any
we're in the
control over DoorDash orders.
over that. That's
You
true.
could get, I mean,
Or
50
but a
orders
lot
at
of them
one
are
time.
not. But none of them, a lot of them were not even DoorDash. It was like we just don't do to go call out takeout orders.
Yeah.
And that's like a big part of business. People love to get some good food and take it home now.
Oh, yeah.
Um, right? So that's, I mean, it is okay. Maybe you don't have the staff for it, so whatever. But like they would be closed. Like it would say that they're open till 5, but then like they go in there at 4 and it'd be closed. Or then like they'd be standing by the door's wide open, and they're like, "Can we come in and order?" They'd be like, "Nah, it's closed." And they're like, "But there's people in here," and they're like, "No." Like just
Right.
like blocking their blessings basically. And Keith Lee wrote, like, he tries to be like, whenever he doesn't, like, he was just like, yo, I didn't get my food. This is just my experience. Please don't go blow up their spot. Well, of course, he blows up their spot. And
Right.
right, like, girl. But then on the opposite hand, there was another restaurant. They went to Six Flags in Atlanta, right? It was a Jamaican restaurant. And they were like, "Oh, we want to get some food." And they're like, "Hey, do y'all close? We're leaving Six Flags. Can we get some food?" And they were like, "Don't worry, take your time. We'll come in and you can get whatever you want." Didn't know it was Keith Lee or whatever. And
Mm.
then boom, make some food. They made it fresh too, nice food. They weren't like just leaving like the scraps. They made it fresh and they're nice. It came in. Lo and behold, it's Keith Lee restaurant. Boom.
Right. You doing good.
Yes, everybody's going to the Jamaican restaurant that served Keith Lee, and Keith Lee, he gave a good review. So it's just, yeah.
But the restaurant that he didn't get to eat from, one of, I don't know if it's the same one, but one of the ones he sent his wife in to get a table reservation, and they
Uh-huh.
said, "Oh, it'll be an hour." And he was like, "An
Yes.
hour?" He's like, "There's nobody in there." And then he walked up and they said, "Oh, we'll sit you in 5 minutes." And he was like,
Yes.
"No, y'all aren't going to give me special treatment, because how can you do an
Mm-hmm.
honest review if you're getting special treatment?"
If you're getting special,
And so
girl.
I
Yeah,
was
I'm glad you brought
actually
that up. Yes.
Kev on stage, he was talking about it. And he
Mm-hmm.
was saying, like, Keith Lee, he's a problem for y'all because, anybody can walk into a restaurant that, has a name and get treated differently and have,
Mm-hmm.
the best experience. But, Ramel and Leslie walk in and, we're not Keith Lee. They're just
So
going to
we're not
serve
gonna get
us.
the yeah, like if he gives a
Exactly.
review, yeah, he gives a review on that, and then we're like, oh shoot, we're gonna have the same thing that Keith Lee had, and then it's terrible, and we're
Mm-mm.
like, well, that
Yes,
was
because he got
not
special
fun.
treatment. And so that's why Kev
Mm-hmm.
on stage is like, that's why this guy is dangerous, because you have to treat every employee like they're Keith
Mm-hmm.
Lee, or every guest
Mm-hmm.
like they're Keith Lee. And if you treat every guest like they're Keith Lee, then you're gonna succeed. But if
Yeah,
you
and that's
only treat the
period. That's
Keith
all.
Lees
Yes,
like Keith
yes,
Lees, yes.
girl. That's on period. Everybody, period. That's around the board. That's like whatever you do in life, period. Just treat everybody like they Keith Lee.
Right? Just do
And most
it.
sometimes you'll get burned, and sometimes you make mistakes. But if you just, I'm treating everybody like they Keith Lee.
Hmm.
You gonna get some blessings, yes, for sure. But it's just so fascinating. So I'm like, I hope they do change the culture, the restaurant culture in Atlanta.
Yeah, it seems wild over there. I don't know.
Right,
I wouldn't
girl.
be eating 48
Atlanta seems
oysters up in
crazy.
Atlanta.
Girl,
Mm-mm.
Atlanta is. I was thinking about that. I think that I'm not. I don't think I could make it in Atlanta.
I don't know.
I don't
I've never
think. I
been.
think I've never been either, but it just seems scary.
It
I'm just
does
like,
seem
what the fuck
intimidating.
are y'all doing? I would rather go to New York City, but I think I can make it in New York. I don't know. I don't understand.
Let's
Atlanta,
go
I'm
to a
scared.
Broadway show.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll find somebody to blend in with in New York. Atlanta, I think I will stick out like a sore thumb. And people be like, look at that girl. She don't know what the fuck she's
She's
doing.
from Texas. Look at her. Look at her
Let's
with
go
her
take advantage
new
of her.
World Series champion sweatshirt on.
Let's go take advantage of her right now.
Let's give her some bad food. That's funny.
Yes. But yeah, but so yeah, hopefully, man, y'all better be ready. Be Keithly ready at all times.
Keith Lee ready. I love it.
Love it. Yeah, we're like love it. It's a
Mm,
put it on a t-shirt.
put it on a shirt.
Hmm.
If you stay Keith Lee ready, you don't have to get Keith Lee ready.
Oh my God, I love it, Leslie. I'm freaking. That's my motto. I'm changing it everywhere now.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, on another topic of restaurants, y'all know we got to talk about this list of places y'all can't go on first dates.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like this is a little unfair. Like, a Cheesecake Factory is at the very top of the list.
That is
Applebee's,
so
Chili's is number 3. Like, what the fuck? You can't get.
right.
I don't know. I've never been to Cheesecake Factory. We've discussed this, but I feel like that is not
It is
a bad
uh,
place to go on a date.
no. And we've also decided that my next date, I'm taking Leslie to her first Cheesecake Factory so she can see. But it is.
And I
Totally
won't even
acceptable.
complain.
Yeah, thank you, Leslie. Don't thank you for explaining.
I would never
But
complain.
yeah, it's a nice, like I said, I was trying to describe it to Leslie and I was like, it's a step above Chili's for sure, but it's not as good as like a Papados.
Right. I mean, it's just a chain restaurant. I
It's a
think that's the
chain
problem
restaurant,
is
but
that you're not supposed to take a person on a date to a chain restaurant, which,
I don't know.
I mean, I'll
But
support local, but some of the
and then
stuff
you're
on
going
this,
on a first date.
yeah, you don't know this person. How are you
That's
supposed
a
to
lot
know
of
their likes
money.
and dislikes?
Right. Like I feel like you can be a little bit basic on the first date just because like for one, that's spending money. If you're supposed to let the man pay, that you still have to be like, let's be a little bit respectful. It's hard in these streets.
Right?
Like just because he's not like balling don't mean he's not like a hardworking dude. So, you can pay, but we can go to Chili's. Cool. Get to know
I
each
don't
other.
mind.
Yeah. But like
I'm here
maybe on
for a
like
good time. That's it.
yeah. On date 4 or 5, maybe be like, "Hey, I remember you said you like sushi. Let's go here." Cool. But we ain't got to go big every single time.
I don't think so either. But you know
Yeah,
what? I also have not been on a first date in, I mean, it's been a minute.
that's true. That's true.
I don't even
But
know if I don't think I've ever been on like a proper like I don't know
on a
you already.
proper,
I'm
yeah,
already
I
interested in
agree.
you. I don't think I've ever even done that.
I don't think so either. Not like that because I usually dated people that I've already known
Yeah,
or
me
like,
too.
yeah, that you known for a while. Because who the hell are these strangers? They could be meet
Right?
somebody and they could be serial killers. But I guess that's what it is being single these days. But I don't
I
think I
know
would
your
ever feel
sister
comfortable.
on like dating apps and stuff. I'm like, oh Lord.
But she usually tells us like, "Hey, I'm meeting this guy for a drink, or I'm meeting
Yeah,
this
but
guy for
some
whatever."
of
She
their
tells us.
comments and stuff are wild.
Oh,
Like
their
you're gonna
comments.
talk about that's okay.
Uh,
Um, but some of this stuff,
Girl.
okay, listen to this list. So there's like,
Okay,
you
yes.
know, Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the
Olive Garden.
movies,
Now, what did Olive Garden do to you?
your house. Like, what, we can go to your
Well,
house? What
yeah.
if you have a nice patio? What if you make
No, don't
dinner
go
and get
to a guy.
wine?
No, you're not going to a
Oh,
guy
a
you don't
first
know,
date? Yeah,
Leslie.
you're
A
right.
first date. Like,
See,
no,
that's why
don't.
I'm, well, church is one of them. You can't
Oh
meet a nice
Lord, no, we
person
ain't
at
going to
church?
church. I guess if
Uh,
you met at church, but if not the first date at church, no.
coffee dates are out, ice cream dates are out, family functions are out.
Oh, family functions are out, but why can't we go? I think coffee and ice cream is perfect.
Yeah, it says somewhere that requires a long drive. I would go on a long drive as a date. Like, I don't know.
Wait, are they talking about dates or for? I'm thinking first dates only. Some of this stuff is getting too
First
intimate.
dates. Yes. List of
So a long
places.
drive? No, I'm not going with the person in the car.
I don't
What if he
know.
takes you to? What if he takes you to murder you to a
Well,
field?
I guess as long as it's not the Cheesecake Factory, it's fine. I don't know. I don't think that
No,
that's bad.
I just think you don't know the person. I think you can do that after
So
you.
you have to go in public for your first date.
Yes, I think
See,
it needs
I'd
to
be
be quick.
murdered so quick. I could never be single.
Girl, yeah, good Lord. Oh my gosh, you can't. I'm glad that we were discussing this because I'll be like, Leslie, do not go over that man's house. You don't know him.
One of the things is a sports event. Why can't you go to a sports event for a first date?
Oh, that would be cool, but how
What,
can you
because you can't
talk?
talk?
Yeah, and are you just trying to show off that you got like these tickets? For first date, first date. I don't know you. I'm talking like dating events are fine. Like this is cool with after like we can go to the game like after a month or so. But first date, I don't know. Maybe if you know the person, like, but I've known you for 3 years. Okay, you can do all this stuff. Fine.
Right.
But if you legit don't know him,
Like,
please don't get in
hi.
the car. Yes. Oh, I met you on Bumble. No, you are not getting in the car with this man to drive to a long drive, and you're not going to his house.
Right. I don't know. I just it seems like a lot of
Okay,
pressure.
just don't get divorced, please. You're fine.
Okay.
We don't even have to worry. This
We're
is a
good,
debate.
Paul.
I'm
Yeah.
not like this is not even a debate that I'm like I don't even have to do this with you right now because You're not
You
single,
know,
so it's
sometimes
fine.
the universe just takes care of you because you can't take care of yourself.
Right.
I think this is one of those
I think
instances.
I'm just like, you know what, friend?
Leslie, you
Let's
were throwing red flags everywhere.
just don't. We'll be friends forever. Basically, is what you're telling
Yes.
me.
And I'll let you know where I'm going
Yes, because you
because
know I'm paranoid.
obviously I am not making very good choices.
No.
I'm like,
And you live in like Dallas, girl. You better go somewhere. Anyway,
what
okay. What
the?
else is on the? Because you live like in the heart of Dallas. Like you live in like the hustle and bustle of Dallas.
Right. All I have to do is holler and people will come. That's why I make friends everywhere I go. At one point, when I was a
Mm.
young 20
But
year old
you the
something,
one talking about going being alone with this guy for so no one will hear you.
oh, true.
Okay, but what were you
Drop and
saying? You
roll out
were
of a
20.
car. Oh, yeah. When I was in my 20s, I made friends with all the homeless people on Greenville Avenue because if I was ever in trouble, guess who was always around? My homeless friends. And
No, I guess that's a good idea.
I will never forget my friend Robert. I was going into a little gas station and he was like, "You got any spare change? I promise I'll buy you a beer. I'll buy beer." And I was like, "Why don't I just buy you a beer?" And he was like, "Okay." And we were literally friends ever since. Like still to this day, 20 years later, I'll see him walking around Greenville Avenue. And I remember him and he remembers me. So,
Well, that's good. I guess that's nice. Just don't be too crazy. But yeah,
yeah, I
that's
wouldn't
good.
like go in his tent or anything, but
I don't know.
let's go on a drive,
The
Robert.
way you the way you've been talking has got me a little worried. But okay.
I
Okay.
promise I won't
That's
go
good.
anywhere.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well,
Is that the what else is on the list? Is that it the list?
no, there's here, let me go down real quick. Uh Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, your house, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet. What if the buffet is like Fogo de Chao? Or
Fogo de Chao don't have. Oh, I guess it does have a. Because I'm a little leery of buffets because they be nasty
what about that one we went to with the pizza? That's a buffet? That was
with the
different though.
pizza.
Remember when we
Which
went with
one?
me and you and Norma? Oh, what is that place
Oh, girl,
called?
that wasn't a buffet. They bring it to you.
True. I'm
The
not thinking
buffet
like Golden
line.
Corral.
Yes. It's just sometimes like if you really pay attention to a buffet, like you can eat
After
it, but if you
COVID,
really
yeah.
look, yeah, and you look at them people serve, they girl, they don't be caring. They be
Mm-mm. How long
mm-mm.
has that
'Cause
stuff been there?
yeah, and the people that get their food, like the customers, girl, they be
Oh yeah, people
touching
are
all on their
gross.
face and stuff, and
Yeah.
ew, they just yeah. So sometimes
I
it's
can
just
get on that one.
yeah, 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 yeah.
IHOP, Denny's, the gym. Take me to the gym for the first date. No. Church,
See, I would be fine.
Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie nights like Netflix and chill, somewhere that
Mm-mm.
requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, a hookah bar, a bar just for
A hookah
drinks,
bar.
Waffle
What?
House, and sports events.
Why can't you go to a bar just for drinks?
I guess because you need some food in your belly.
Oh, okay, I see. See, and then to me, for a great first date, to me, like I said, I'm talking about like don't know you, have never met you, like we just met off of somebody was like, hey, meet my friend or whatever the situation. I just don't know you. I feel like a good coffee or ice cream date would be good because it could be short and you could be like, okay, and like
Yeah, my ice cream
I like
melted.
you,
Bye.
yeah, and be like, okay, well let's have then we can plan like another date if we vibe, and if not, you're like, boy, bye, and you can just
Yeah,
go. And but you got some ice cream, and it only lasted like 15, 20 minutes.
that's a very short date.
Yes, but
But
sometimes you already
sometimes
know,
you just, yeah, if it's not working, I don't
and
know.
then you can still stay and talk. Like, let's say you do, like, just stay and talk. Like, eat ice cream in the park, and then like stay and talk for a little bit, and then or coffee.
Mm-mm.
You
This
know, I
list
love
said
me a good
no.
cup of coffee.
They said no.
I'm like,
They said no
okay,
cheddar biscuits. They said,
yeah. Why you can't go to Red Lobster? It's not my favorite restaurant, but dang.
right? Times have changed, girl.
Oh, good thing we won't be going on any first
Yeah.
dates.
So for those
And
of
even
y'all
if
that
I
do have
was
to do,
going, I don't think I would be the type. I say that, but I don't know. I don't feel like I would ever be the type of person to like go on a date from Bumble. That seems so weird. I don't know,
that does seem weird.
but maybe because I don't know. So I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's all. That's all. Just, restaurants and all that stuff is just different now, I guess.
Yes, it is. But me and Leslie are gonna go to Cheesecake Factory, and I can't wait.
I'm fucking pumped. I am excited.
Right?
Let me get some
Wish
chicken bang
somebody
bang.
would. Exactly. Because then I'd be going on a first date and I'd be like telling you about it, and you'd be like, "Where'd you go?" And I'm like, "Ooh, girl, we went to Cheesecake." Like I would be like saying it was a flex, not like that's how basic I am. I'd be like, "Ooh, girl, you took me to Cheesecake,"
Right? I'm excited.
and you'd be like,
So,
"Ooh, fancy."
bougie. Did you wear your new hoodie?
Mhm. Oh, girl, he like you, girl.
Ooh, got you one of them good
He,
ones.
he got money.
Oh, girl.
Okay, girl. So tell me, what do you have anything that you are into this week?
Girl, I am so excited. We have a friend of the podcast, Myloh Remora. He is a local rapper. My husband's a
Yo, yo,
drummer.
Mila.
Myloh, you're the bomb, dude. He's so supportive of our podcast, and he is an excellent rapper. Like, he's a very good lyricist. And we are going to go check him out on November
Yay.
18th. It's going to be at the Vitruvian Park Tavern in Addison, and it's called the Cozy Luxe Experiment. And so they've done one of these before. Usually when you go to shows, it's like, okay, this person performs, and then the next person performs at like a whole set. Well,
Mm-hmm.
this is more like an experience, and it's more so people like you'll play a song or two, and then the next person does a song or two, and then the next person does a song or two. So you get to see all of the artists as opposed to just going to see the one person you came for. It's like everyone just kind of plays together.
Oh, okay, okay,
So it's
okay.
like, I have five people there performing, but it's not going to be like set one, set two, set three, set four, set five. It's like person one's going to go, then three might come in, then there might be a little collab. It's going to be super fun. So we're going to post it on our Instagram and Facebook and all that. But if you guys want to check out our man Myloh at the Cozy Luxe Experiment on November 18th, y'all should join us.
Yay.
The
That's
podcast
exciting.
is
I'm
going to be
excited.
there. I know, I'm excited. It's our first date in like a long
It's our
time.
first, right. It will be.
So I'm excited about that. That's what I'm into right now.
Okay. Sounds fun. So see you on November 18th. Love it.
Love it. Are you into anything?
No, girl, I've been busy just these getting these kids, finishing up the football season and
You have been
working,
busy.
and so yeah, not anything fun worth mentioning. So I'm like, we'll
Well,
just keep rolling.
just keep on rolling.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I think our triple dipper this week, we've talked a lot about restaurants, and y'all know we're chili heads. So our
Mm-hmm.
triple dipper this week is our top 3 lessons learned as a chili head.
I really like this one.
I
I
do
really
too.
liked it.
I learned a lot at my time in Chili's. I was there for 7 years, and
Right.
I I met my bestie. I met,
Whoop whoop.
that was good times.
Oh, for sure. I feel like I was there for damn 15. I can't even tell you. Off and on altogether. Uh, Almost 20 years, maybe
Oh well,
15, 16. It was a long time.
Chili's is
I can't even remember.
they were good to us.
Good times, Chili's. You going first? Or you want me to go first?
I'll go first this time 'cause I feel like you always go first.
Sounds good.
Do you have any honorable mentions? Because I'm just going to start with number 3.
No, no, no. Yeah, yeah. I don't have any.
Okay. My Third lesson learned at Chili's. Number 3, nothing said during a rush should be taken seriously.
Correct.
If you are
I'm
in
sorry.
the dog days of, or if you're in a lunch rush, you're in a dinner rush, it's Mother's Day, it's Valentine, whatever the case may be, if somebody cusses your ass out on the line in the back,
Yeah.
you just take it,
It's and yeah,
finish your
it's not don't
shift.
take it personal.
No, don't take it personal. At the end of the shift, you'll be like, sorry. And then you go have a beer
Yes.
or like whatever, take a shot together. You'll be fine. But don't take that shit
Yeah,
personally in a rush. Nobody means what they
I'm
say
not right.
when they're busy.
Correct. I just saw a thing that Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mom, was talking about how Beyonce is back because she has like a bunch of costume changes, and if you ever been backstage for a costume change, they can be intense because they have to be quick
Oh, yeah.
and seamless, you know. So like, and then this is Beyonce, ultimate Virgo perfectionist performer, right? And she was saying that how Beyonce can get really mean back there. She was like, "Ooh," she was like, "She can be really mean." And like she can say some things, but then she's always like, "Mom, I'm sorry for what I said backstage." And I'm like,
Exactly.
at least she comes back and apologizes, like, "Sorry,
Yes.
it was the heat of the moment. These people paid thousands of dollars for their tickets. I have to be like." That's like
Mm-hmm.
the rush intensified. So yeah,
Yes.
like
You can't take
sometimes in moments
anything
of
seriously.
pressure, yeah, yeah. Sometimes in moments of pressure, I just have to cuss at you to hurry the come on.
Yeah. Don't fart around. We got stuff to do.
Right. I need this. This is serious, and I need for you to know. And this is the only way that I can communicate this to you is by going, "Hurry the fuck up." I'm
Right?
so sorry.
But I do feel like that's a life lesson. Like if you
Yes.
are in an intense situation and you ask a dumb question and you get cussed out for it, that's a lesson learned. Don't take it
Right.
seriously. And so that's my number
Right.
3.
Okay, that's a good one.
What you got?
My number three is that systems work.
Oh,
And I say that in like Chili's has a system, like, like the opening manager does these things and by this time, and the opening cooks do this thing by this time, and like this all of a system, and then the closing manager has duties, and this is how you do this. And then like let's say like the health department comes in and like you get a bad grade, you can literally go back and check which system that you didn't miss, and everything's measurable and has systems.
right.
And like I can totally put that into anything, like in this book, The Introvert's Guide to whatever I'm reading, whatever
Hmm.
that is. But basically it's the same thing. Like systems work, develop a script and things to say, and if you have a lull in sales or whatever, you can go back and see what part of the system that you are not
I
that
like
you're not
it.
doing or that you fell off. So like systems work, period. I learned that from Chili's, and it's not like I need things to be black and white. Like gray, I'm like, I don't understand. But like
Right.
when things are black and white, I can do better and succeed. And I feel like Chili's taught me like this is how you do it, and it's black and white, and it's not you don't have to make a judgment call or because this is this and this is that. And I'm like, thank
Right.
you. That's all
If
I
you're
need.
FIFOing, yeah,
Yes. Yeah. So that's my number three.
I like it. That's a good one.
Thanks.
My number 2 is that people will not get upset if they know what to expect. Like wait times
Love
or
it.
like something, you ordered chicken crispers with fries and corn on the cob and we just ran out of corn on the cob. Maybe you only like your crispers with corn on the cob. If I tell you, "Hey, we're out of corn. Do you still want that or do you want something else?" People aren't going to get upset if they know what's
Right.
going on. "Hey, your order is going to take, 10 minutes longer than expected. Do you want to sit down and let Ramel make you a delicious Presidente margarita?" You
Shake it, shake it,
know,
shake it.
you shake it, you get a tip. I get a tip because I communicated, and boom, we just made some money.
There you
People
go.
just want to know what's going on. The unknown pisses people off. The unknown really
Yes,
makes people mad.
it does. It does. It really does.
So yeah, that was a valuable lesson I learned at
I
Chili's. Just communicate.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. And the reason that I gasped so hard is because that's literally my number two. So thanks a lot. It's like so I
Why
put
we're good chili heads.
communication. Yes, I put communication is key. So same thing, just try to stay ahead of the game. Don't have people like as I'll just switch it to real estate. Like don't have people I try not to have like my clients reach out to me and hey, what's the status of this? Or hey, what's going on with this? I try to be like, hey, this is going on. We're still waiting on this. We're still like, like, okay,
Right.
cool, thank you. And people are not gonna be upset. Like, but when they have to like chase you and say, hey, I thought you said you were gonna do this, or hey, like,
Mm,
or even if it's like nothing, because sometimes buying a house, the process is like just waiting for like the loan to do this or the underwriters or they're waiting for their appraisal. Sometimes there's a lot of waiting.
funding, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I had to just be like, nothing's happening today. We're still waiting on the underwriters to do this, or like the appraiser still hasn't been out, or whatever the case may be. But
Yeah, and
they
I'm
go,
sure
okay,
people don't
cool.
trip out if they know
Yeah,
if they know that they're waiting, you're not tripping about
yes,
waiting.
because life be waiting sometimes. So
Girl,
yeah,
I use that
communication
on my
is
toddler
key.
a lot. Like, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and then this is what we're gonna do, and this is what we're gonna do. Okay.
Right, right. Yeah. So yeah, try to get ahead of the game. And what is it? We learned how to be proactive instead of reactive.
That's
Basically,
right.
that's
We're
what we're saying.
Keith Lee ready all the time.
Boo boo, love it.
All right.
What's number one?
I know you're gonna laugh at this. Treat
Oh, I'm
every
excited.
person the same, regardless. Same service, same treatment. Because
Yes.
you know, when I was at Chili's, like there is a homeless population on Greenville Avenue where our Chili's was at, the
Mhm.
original Chili's. And there's also very wealthy people in that area too. And I treated every single person the same because I was so worried I was going to be on that television show, What Would You Do? And that some person was going to come in looking like a homeless person and I was going to treat them badly. And then they were going to clean them up, put them in a suit, send them back in. And then I was going to treat them nicely. And then I was going to be on the darn television show for treating people different. And that was not me.
No, that ain't gonna be me. Ain't
Mm-mm,
gonna be me.
mm-mm.
You like you're not gonna Keith Lee me.
No, hell no. I'm about to treat everybody. I was Keith Lean before Keith Lee was Keith Lean because I'm about to treat everybody the same. Everybody deserves,
Right.
everybody does. It's the same money you're paying. Who cares how your struggles, how are you got it? You deserve
Hmm.
hot, delicious food with impeccable service every time.
For sure. Love it. Yep, you're right. I love it. Good job, Leslie. I like that number one.
Oh, thanks.
That was a good one.
What's yours, girl?
My number one is how to be a great customer and just respectful of others. I think
Oh,
that yes, just learning how not how I don't want to be talked to and how I
mm-hmm.
don't want to be treated has shown like this is how you because to me I'm big on tone. Your tone can kind of like jar me sometimes or like the way you say things or like when people don't say like please and thank you or like they'll like let me get a I don't like that. I don't know why. It irritates me. Just like stop demanding me. I don't
Right.
like to be told what to do. So sometimes I'll be like, ugh, don't be telling me what to do. I'm gonna get your stuff, but don't be
Right.
telling
I
me what
know
to
I'm
do.
a literal server, but you don't have to treat me like one.
Right. I don't like it. Like, do not. It's like when they're like, let me get a or and like with no please or no
Mm,
like so I try to always be like, may I have this, please, this and when stuff even don't go your way. And then also I have learned that a little bit of charm goes a long way.
word.
Like when you're nice to people. I remember on Bourbon Street, this poor daiquiri guy was just being inundated. People like it was almost like a scene from the movies where like people just had their money out and they're like shouting at him, pineapple, straw, whatever, like all kinds of different
Pina
flavors. And he's like,
colada. Ice
right, like
slurricane. Yes.
put an extra shot in it. And he's like, and then like he got to me and I was like, are you all right? And he was like, yes. And I was like, take a break, take a second, go
Yeah.
ahead, come
Take
on.
a
I'm
breath.
like, go ahead. Girl, he took a break and took on a drag on his cigarette. And I told him what I wanted. And he gave me my stuff for free.
Of course he
He's like,
did.
"Here you go, boo." I was like, "Oh, thank you," but like,
And
not that
I'm
you just
sure
want
he
to go
hooked it up
around.
too.
Yes, not that you always gonna go around getting good stuff, but you will get like, you know what, man, we finna. Okay, I'm so sorry it's taking so long. We're gonna hurry. And she's been
Yes.
really nice. When people are like really nice to you, you're like, damn, now I feel obligated to really extra help them. Shit's going
Right?
wrong, like. So just, I think
That's a
that's
good
important. You
one.
catch, yes. you catch more what is it? You catch more flies with
With
honey than you do with vinegar.
Yep.
So even when stuff is going awry in your life, whether it's food, like you're at a restaurant, whether you're just lifing and you have to deal with people, just take a breath, try to talk to them the way you want to be talked to,
Mm-hmm.
especially, and yeah, it's different than the rush. When you're in the rush, you can cuss at your coworker, but when
Oh,
you're
yeah, but you're
dealing
not
with,
cussing at your customers.
yeah, you're not cussing at your customers, yes,
No,
but
you
like
cuss
when
your
you're like,
coworkers.
yeah, when you're going through the things, take a deep breath and just try to be cool. Like, okay,
Yeah. Yeah, we're all just living life here. It's just a darn
we're all
daiquiri.
just, yeah, yeah, for sure. So yes, I think I've learned how to be a great customer and a
Nice.
respectful customer.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Great job.
Yay.
I like
Good
it.
job, Chili Head.
Chili's was a great experience. And, we're down for a sponsorship too, if you're listening. Chili's.
Always Chili's, Dots, pretzels.
Oh, some Dots pretzels. Even though we gave up
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Pepper, I'd sponsor the hell out of some Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Because
Mm,
I'm a like when we get off this challenge, I'm gonna still drink. I'm not gonna drink it as often. It's gonna be a treat, but
right.
that's what I'm gonna drink when I drink feel like drinking the soda.
Yeah, fuck a
So
Coke. Mm-mm.
yeah,
Give
no.
me Dr. I mean,
Mm-mm.
I'll have a Coke every once in a while, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely a
But if you pay
pepper,
me, yeah, pay me. Oh, I ain't never drinking nothing else again.
right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'd be
But
I'd be doing Pepsi commercials if they asked. Ba, 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 ba,
no, I would
ba,
have to think
ba.
about it. I don't know if I could.
Really?
It's a lot. Yeah, because I don't even like Pepsi.
Cherry
That would be
Pepsi's
hard. I
good.
don't like it. I'm
I
already on woo woo woo. They would use these words against me. I'm gonna put it out there because I don't even want to get. I don't want to even get in that position. Someone put it out there. Pepsi, don't come at me,
don't.
please.
Okay. Well,
Don't.
we're a team, so I'm
Right?
out
They're like,
too.
don't put me in that position.
No, don't put
And we
me in
just
that
told the
position.
people. We told the people the other week that we will like if we endorse something, we sell something, then
Yeah, but I do like
we.
Pepsi.
Oh,
But
you
I've
do?
I
Oh,
I
well, you
like
can do
Pepsi.
Leslie.
No, we're
Okay, well then
team.
do
If you
Leslie.
if you say no,
Oh, okay.
sorry, Pepsi, you're not for us.
No, but
Dr.
hey, I'm
Pepper,
not
come on.
tripping, girl. I am no Diana Ross. We can all be big. So if you want to do your solo thing and have a Pepsi, boo boo, you do you because you gonna bring me up too. I ain't
Right?
worried about it. So if they just ask you to do Pepsi, girl, you better go on and
I'll
do
be like,
Pepsi.
my co-host said, "Fuck no." She said
I'd
she
be like,
will
girl, you better get.
never.
I would be mad at you. I'm like, girl, you better get that goddamn money right now. You better
Pepsi,
go drink that.
Frito Lay Pepsi.
Yeah, and then we can make a whole bit out of it. So where you're like, try to
Girl,
convince me to do it or something.
I
We would
love it.
figure it out. But you better not say no to Pepsi.
Okay, all right. Well, Pepsi, you're back on. Hit us up.
Right.
Well, girl, I am excited about this Texas Rangers win. I can't
Yay!
believe
Mexico,
we got some
yeah.
world champions up in here.
Praise Jesus.
It's been it's been a good week. It's been a
Yeah,
great
and
week.
that series was a little bit anticlimactic. The Houston and the Ranger series was way more fun
That
than that one. That
was
was like, I'm like, oh, okay, well, that was easy.
yeah. Um, it probably was nice to have a little bit of a break from the intensity.
Yeah, I guess, and if you're gonna do that, like, give me a heart attack the one before the World Series, because you
Right.
like, can you imagine if we were doing that right now during the World Series? We would be like sweating going into Game Seven, and we'd all be like, ah.
Well, and
So
especially
yeah,
after 2011 when we were one
yes,
strike away from being the world champions.
yeah. So at least that was easy. That was
Yeah.
not as stressful. Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. You're right.
We got the spread covered, so we're good.
Yes, yes. Yay! Go Rangers!
Go Rangers. Well, I guess make sure you guys are following us on Instagram and Facebook
Please
and
do.
TikTok and
Mm-hmm.
also on Spotify. Give us a good rating and we
Yes.
ask questions and stuff. Like you can interact with us. We have polls, we have Q&As. So head on over to Spotify and check out Woo 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 the podcast. And then also
Yes,
check out your
and
girl.
Ramel the Realtor. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow me, check out some cool homes if you're in the area, like East Texas area.
Yeah, you're
Mainly is
doing
what I'm
like
trying to
lake
focus
houses
on.
and stuff now.
Yes, so come on over. Come on over to the country if you're
Come on
ready,
over.
or
Come on over,
come on over,
baby.
baby. And do come. And you know what? I am gonna say do because I need a few more friends out here. So
Word.
if you listen to the podcast, we can be friends.
Yeah, but not.
And
I'm her best friend though, so y'all.
but yeah, yeah.
whoa,
Just so
whoa,
you know,
whoa,
I'm gonna
whoa,
put that out
whoa,
there
whoa.
right now. Sorry, you're right. You're right. She's right. I would do the same thing if you were trying to advertise for friends. So I'd
Right?
be
Be
like,
like,
whoa,
God dang,
yeah.
right in my face. But
Okay, sorry, never mind. Just move. Let me move to the weekend. Maybe get you a weekend house.
yes, there you go. Yeah, y'all
Yeah,
can.
there we go. Sorry.
All
Go ahead.
right. Well, this was a great show. Thanks everybody for joining us.
All right, catch us next week. Bye.
Bye.
Woo woo woo.